Yo, yo, everybody, hold on. Just adding a scoreboard here. Okay. Perfect. Okay, everybody. Hey, look at this. The game is just starting here. It's kind of big. Let me make that a little less big. Okay, cool. Hey guys. If you're joining me, great, I say. Um, Alrighty. Let me just get a little bit more set here. This is just something I kind of wanted to do on a whim. I thought we could watch this together here. Looks like they're just wrapping up some warm-ups here for the gold medal game of the 2025 IIHF World Championships in Sweden and Denmark. Wonderful countries with social healthcare and all that good stuff. So there you go. Let me just look here. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll just give everybody a second here. I'm not sure. I did not do a good job promoting this. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh. There we go. All righty. United States, Switzerland. We're getting rolling here. Hey, it looks like we got a couple people tuning in to hang out with us, which is great. Chat is open. So we'll just kick it, watch the game, and enjoy ourselves a little bit of Sunday Fun Day action. Hopefully, we'll have a special guest star at some point. That would be great. Alrighty. So, what are we saying? What are we saying here? United States hasn't won this tournament in 92 years. All right. We might have started a little bit early today. It looks like I bet this game doesn't start for at least another 15 minutes. But hey, that's just time for us to get acquainted with each other. All right. Sorry, I'm just uploading some stuff to YouTube right now. Again, we still got looks like quite a bit of time before this game starts. And in the meantime, you guys get to watch me work, which is, I think, a lot of fun, right? Let's take this time, and we can do this together as friends here. Let's just go over the lineups here for the United States. So I mean, here's my most obvious takeaways. Looks just looking at both. I'm like, I don't know how many Swedish they're not Swedish. How many NHL representatives the Switzerland team has in the NHL. Let's take a look here. J.J. Moser, who played with the Arizona Coyotes, is in this group. Is on this group. He was a part of the Mikhail Sergachev trade last year. Nino Narrat. Oh, geez. See the name. I'm going to get absolutely eviscerated on the names. Nemo Meyer. That's a name I recognize. Kevin Fiala. He's been in Nito Narrator. Again, it's fun for you guys to listen to me mispronounce all these names. I have a pronunciation guide somewhere. Let me see here. Find it. That'll help. Because knowing my luck, this guy's going to score, a good share of the goals today. So. Zach Werenski, Columbus Blue Jackets. He's a great player. He was in the Norris Trophy conversation. Nino Niederreiter. Nico Niederreiter. Okay, I can say that. I can say that one. That one's not too bad. Nico Niederreiter. All right, Nico. See, now they're talking about him on TV, and I know it's Niederreiter. And it's a good thing I'm learning how to pronounce his name. He had 2 goals against Denmark in the semifinal game, so it's a name I might need to be saying a little bit. Isn't this fun, guys? So Kevin Fiala, who I am most familiar with as a member of the Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, he still plays for the. No, did I say Chargers? I meant Kings. It's early, guys. I haven't even had my caffeine fix yet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, again, still have quite a few minutes here. Hoping to have a special guest here in a minute. Let me just mute. Listen. I know we went from 2 to 1 viewers. Yeah, I don't blame you. Don't worry. Hey guys, we'll get rolling here in a minute. Again, I know we have 4 viewers. I did not realize the pregame show was going to be this long. Can you guys hear my mom's dogs barking upstairs? You might if you're lucky, you might be able to hear that. My mom's dogs are so naughty. So insanely naughty. You guys have anything you want to drop in the chat? Go right ahead. Any comments? Any concerns about the game? I'm excited. I have a good feeling about this one. I think the United States, led by our Utah Mammoth boys, Clayton Keller, Josh Donor, Logan Cooley, and Michael Kesselring, are gonna bring home gold for the United States today. So I have a good feeling about it. Niederreiter. 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 Okay, I'm practicing here, guys. Ryan Warsofsky, head coach of the San Jose Sharks, who's also the head coach of this team. All right. Ooh, look at how good Switzerland's played in this series. I mean, they beat the United States in the preliminaries, right? But yeah, Switzerland has been playing very well in this tournament. First in goals scored, first in shooting percentage, first in power play, fourth in penalty kill, and second in save percentage. So a nice tournament for the fellows from Switzerland. I mean, to just play into possibly harmful stereotypes. Like I wonder, what does the spread, the locker room spread look like in each of these locker rooms, right? The Swedish, are they eating Swedish fish? Is the Danish team eating Danishes? The team from Switzerland, the Swiss team? Are they eating Swiss cheese, chocolate, perhaps? All the stuff, right? And we're seeing highlights from Sweden, Denmark, the bronze medal game. Sweden took them to task with a 6-2 victory to clinch the bronze medal. 91 years, they're saying, since the United States played for a gold medal in this tournament. Here we go. They're coming up. They're coming out of the locker room right now. Thank you guys for tuning in to me thus far. All right. Hopefully, after this commercial break, they'll get going into the game. Who else has the game pulled up on their television and is using this as a second screen sort of thing? What if I did some ASMR? What's up, yo? Hey, Max. How are you? Max, what's your weekend looking like? All right. Again, guys, this is like kind of an experiment, just to maybe like think about some ways we could do SLC Puck for next season. Hey, Cal, good to see you, man. Let's go USA all the way. That's what I say. I have a Team USA jersey that I wish I could put on, but I pinned it to my wall recently, so getting it down would be kind of tricky at this point. It would mess up the rest of the feng shui, and you don't do that to the feng shui, right? So, yeah, we'll just have to live with it there. Just know that I wear the red, white, and blue on my heart, and I always will. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Looks like I think they just did the national anthems. There's Nino Niederreiter right there. Denner. I wonder what Denner is. I love these ads that they just kind of stickered on the helmets, sort of not very well. I'm guessing, if I had to guess, I'd say Denner is probably like the Swiss version of Denny's. My guess. I think that's what Denner probably is. Jeremy Swayman, right there. I think hoping he'll have a nice game. Had a horrible season for the Boston Bruins this last year. Still a really good goalie. What a great building they're in. I'm guessing this is Sweden. That's a beautiful arena. Alrighty, here we go. Puck's about to drop here on the gold medal game. Logan Cooley taking the opening face-off. Cools is already zipping. Playing on the line with Kells. Yeah, Cool's is zipping already. Skates are very sharp. I can tell that. Yeah, Cooley is flying right now. I believe they're playing on a line with Connor Garland as well, who's had a huge tournament. All right, here we go. So, Tage Thompson not going to play on the 5-on-5 line with Cooley and Keller, but I'm sure we'll see them together on a power play or two. Right now, looks like United States is rolling out here. Their second line. There's Thompson. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, am I wrong, guys? Like, does Tage Thompson not just sound like an unbelievable name? Like a name that fits Utah kind of perfectly? It kind of just makes a little too much sense, if you ask me. That's right, Max. Yeah. We all owe Max a debt of gratitude, by the way, for the skills that Logan Cooley has. Max taught them to him first, and you see that guy went over the boards on the check. That was funny. There's Kesselring right here. I love watching Kesselring skate with the puck. He's kind of fearless, and he's good with it too. You can tell he's like willing to try, and I think that's just maybe another way of saying that he's fearless. Here we go. Some chants in the crowd already. I can't tell what they're chanting. That was offsides. That was very offsides. Yeah, Will Smith sent that Swiss guy over the board. Almost took a skate to the face while doing so. They're saying this will be the United States' first silver medal in this tournament since 1950. Cooley and Garland and Keller are out right now. Kells works it ahead now to Garland. Garland doing it all with one arm. Look at that. That was kind of impressive. Brady Shea shoots it in on the Swiss goalie. And again, a lot of these names are going to be just too much for me to do. That's hilarious. Connor Garland's hilarious. I'll tell you what I like about Connor Garland. That's crazy. Chipotle is the helmet sponsor for Team USA. Chipotle is what powered my lunch today. That's crazy. Matty Beniers. I like Matty Beniers. Say that. Ooh, that's not down. Josh Stone isn't wearing 91, is he? He's wearing 81. That was Frank Nazar. Ooh. Warinsky is playing ahead. Deep in the corner. Thompson. Nazar's working it through the middle. American hockey's getting so good. I remember like when I was you'd watch like the older like Olympic teams play, and you kind of go like, oh, he's on this team, you know, for the United States, but like couldn't they get anybody better? But now like you feel like they're kind of pretty solid all the way around, and it's cool to see the the Utah Mammoth guys getting a chance to skate with the national team. That was actually a pretty slick little exit there by Kesselring. Little clearage. Clearance. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Real name's Clarence. That's 8 Mile. Yeah, this is a pretty physical game for international contest. Ooh, Will Smith getting jiggy with it. Brady Shea. That's one of those crazy names that I learned how to pronounce. Oh! Drew O'Connor came blazing in. Had a great chance on a rebound. Wow. I don't know how he didn't score on that one. Let's see the replay. Little high-low action. Ricochets off the boards. Goes in front. Oh. Not as much chaos in front of the net as I might have. Ooh, the ref cam. How about that? Love the ref cam. Yeah, he had him top left. Probably should have smoked him there. Top left. Here we go. Connor. Swiss is skating right now. Got some moves. I think the U.S. is playing with a lot of control, though. There's Keller Instinct, as we like to call him. Captain America, Mr. Versatility. Warinsky. Man, Swiss is flying. I don't know who that guy is, but he was cooking down the right side. Here we go. Here's Connor Garland. Again, I love the turtleneck by Connor Garland. I say bring turtlenecks back in a big way. Maybe I'll have to get a turtleneck. Oh, hold on. You know what I need to do? I need to go here. Notice the scoreboard isn't activated. There it is, right there. There's a scoreboard. Hey, Cal. Hey, it's okay. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it. Hey, YouTube's where the money's at anyway, right? Thompson. He's so big. You're not gonna. You don't body Tage Thompson, future Utah Mammoth player. I mean, I talked about it last episode. Like how amazing would it be to watch if Utah got Mitch Marner and Tage Thompson this offseason? It doesn't feel impossible. It's a hypothetical world that I'm choosing to live in. All right. First, there's a little break here. 12 minutes left to play in the game. 0-0. Anyway, this is not the recording of SLC Puck. That'll be done later this afternoon. We're just getting in some good old fashioned hockey in together, trying out some stuff that we might add to the show for next season. In about 30 minutes, the Dallas Stars and Edmonton Oilers are going to face off. I believe that's game 3 of the Western Conference Finals in the NHL, tied at 1-1. Oilers defending home ice, looking to take a 2-1 lead. Looks like Vegas has Edmonton as a favorite in this one. Just I don't know. I like to look at that here. Looks like Edmonton will be starting Stuart Skinner. Will Smith dancing in the corner there. No Utah boys on the ice. Z Buyem, who I thought the Utah Hockey Club was going to consider drafting, and maybe they did, on the ice. He made his debut for the Minnesota Wild in the postseason. And they're going to ice the puck here. It's crazy how young these guys are. It makes me feel super old. And it doesn't help that I am super old. Cody, I hear you, man. Because here's what I think, Cody. This is what I think. I think, the 4th overall pick for Utah is kind of the key to this equation. And I think Bill Armstrong might see it in a similar way. Here we go. A little bit of a fracas here. There, John. It's a gold medal game. I love it. I love the ads they have. Cross check on Werenski. Looks like he's John. I think that's a soft call. Yeah, I think that's kind of a soft call there. We've seen a lot worse in the Stanley Cup playoffs, haven't we? Sorry, Cody. Back to what I was saying. I think like the 4th overall pick is the key to this, because like I think about it this way, right? You can either keep the pick and draft a guy, I know, Max, and draft a guy like Porter Martone and hope that he turns into Tage Thompson, or you could just trade the pick and a few other things you weren't really going to use and just get Tage Thompson. And I'm like, why don't you just do that if that's something that's on the table? And I kind of think it could be. Buffalo is one of those teams, right, that they're not going to be contending for a Stanley Cup next season, and perhaps not even for a while, maybe ever. So it makes sense. Like I don't like he's kind of just being wasted there. I think that they would definitely be open to a conversation, but they would want like to feel like they're getting a king's ransom for him. Getting a lot of assets back. Also, Cody, I want Dallas to win too. Just I think it's more interesting when you see different looks, different teams in the championship series. In every sport, right? It kind of gets boring when it's like when it's like the Kansas City Chiefs and the the Eagles or the 49ers like in every Super Bowl, right? I'm sure like for a lot of the country, if it hadn't been for Michael Jordan, it would have been really boring to see the Jazz and the Chicago Bulls playing each other, 2 consecutive NBA finals. So I'm with you. I think Dallas, I want Dallas to win. I kind of think they should. I think they're a better team. They have better goaltending. I think that's a key for them. But in the end, like I don't think it. Oh my gosh, what a hit! Brady Shea, that was a huge hit. Switzerland on the power play. Wow, that hit by Shea was monstrous. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, thank goodness that Swiss guy didn't know he had an open net. He couldn't quite handle the puck. Jeremy Swayman though made 2 beautiful saves there. Yeah, I think great penalty kill by Team USA. I think Switzerland could have played a little bit faster there. Cooley to Pinto. Keller in on the forecheck with Cools. Switzerland gets the puck, advances it. Oh, Keller took a shot to the face there, adjusting his helmet. There's Kesselring. Oh, he sensed the pressure there. Got the puck out real quick. Yeah, that Swiss guy was coming in, guns a-blazing. Kesselring all the way on the forecheck now. He's all over the ice. Hustling back to get in position. Love it. He's in the right place for the rush by Switzerland. I like Kesselring's game a lot. I think it's good awareness. Kesselring's got to find that guy though. Yep. I really like Kesselring's game. I think he's an increasingly dynamic player. Lots of board play here. Brady Shea ripped it, blocked. Oh, it's open. Shea saw that. The net was open. The Swiss goalie had no idea where it was. The whole left side of the net was open. Shea saw the opportunity there. Switzerland's getting a change here. Niederreiter, Fiala, dangerous line out here. I'll tell you what, if you're Swiss though, like if you're Switzerland, I think you could do a lot more fun things with the uniforms. I think the uniforms are a little boring. Just kind of the red with the white lettering. The socks are just a solid color. I think a chocolate theme would be a lot of fun. I think you could put some mountainous things in there. That the Alps would be great. I'm running out of things that I know about Switzerland. Are the Alps in Switzerland? I think they are, right? And I know chocolate's a thing, right? So some chocolate covered mountains on the uniforms would be really cool. I think so. That's what I would do. That's if I was in charge, that's what I would do. Mm-hmm. NHL Network. That's a beautiful arena. I love they call this a power break. If I had to guess how many people are in that building, I'd say looks like 12,000. maybe 10. All right, let's see what's happening on Twitter. All righty, here we go. USA working it up. Veneers. 2 men on the forecheck. I love it. Puck sneaks out. All righty. About 6 minutes to go in the first period. Score still 0-0. Nice little rip there by the Swiss. I like the one guy in the hoodie. That's chill. The one guy on the Swiss bench in the hoodie. What's up, Sake? Is this the Sake I think it is? Here in the chat. All right. So again, and enjoying doing this chat. There's just a couple things I need to figure out when it comes to doing the lives. Like for one, I need to figure out like how to keep you guys engaged while I'm going to the restroom. Going in the other room, I should say, because I might have to leave camera and go to the restroom here in a minute. Six minutes to go here. 5:20 actually. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. I think the United States has been the better team so far. Oh, Cole's buddy from the beer league game. Hey, just yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Did you see the video that I posted on my Instagram, Sake? Am I saying that right, by the way? 420, blaze it to go in the game. Oh, sacred. Okay, got it. I was on yelling. Yeah, that's hilarious. All in good fun, right? Yeah, I mean, I'll be totally honest, sacred. You guys kicked our asses pretty bad. Like I don't think the score was indicative of how much better you guys were than us, and I say that with a lot of love. I think our goalie saved us quite a bit in that game, gave us a chance to keep it close. But we'll be ready for you guys. Like next time we take on the Howlers, the Whiskey Deeks are going to be ready, and we're going to be training like Rocky all summer for a matchup in the finals. Cal, I do not expect NHL Network to switch over. I think they're playing. I think they're on TNT, Edmonton and Dallas. So I think NHL Network will keep it here. About 3 minutes to go in the game. Keller with the puck now. Oh, bouncing puck. Goalie is way out of the crease. All right. They clear it. Shea to Keller. Slows it down. Swayman's going to freeze it. They're going to be pushing each other. Nemo Meyer. They're jawing at each other. They're playing hockey. USA going on the power play. Okay, so this we might see Keller, Cooley, and Thompson here. And this one, you guys might see my knee as well. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree, Sacred. I think there's a couple guys. I wish I could remember his name. He's the guy with the where's number 9? He had the bubble. He owns the bookstore. He's a really good player. I play with him on Wednesdays drop-ins at Steiner as well. I'd say AJ, who works at Cottonwood Hockey Shop, probably needs to be in a higher division. A lot of those guys need to be in a higher division. It's not nice. But yeah, dude, it's yeah. I'm the same way. This is my first time in a competitive setting, like I guess as competitive as I guess you could say, but like with scorekeeping and referees. So I guess my first organized game in like 15 years. So it's been fun, man. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. Logan Cooley lost his helmet. He's got great hair, by the way. So here we go. Here's that line. Thompson's gonna center. Looks like Keller's not out there. Looks like it went Connor Garland and Logan Cooley. Is that actually? Yeah, nope. There's Keller right there. He's in the defensive position. So 4 forwards, 1 defenseman. I'm guessing Werenski is probably the. Osh, yeah, AJ. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you guys got a good group of friends there. Yeah, you guys are all good. You know what's funny? Like I don't know really anybody on my team. Nice shot by Werenski there. I don't know anybody on my team, just one of my listeners, his name's John. He came to one of my watch parties at a bar named Sue, which is where Max works, and set that up. And he just asked if I wanted to be on his team, and I said sure. I didn't have anybody to play with this summer. I wanted to find a team, so yeah, I just joined this team, like group of dudes, never met before. They're cool guys. Like an older bunch, bunch of boomers, I guess you could say, but cool dudes, working class guys. Oh baby, Keller had a good look at the net. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Werenski works it around. There's Thompson, hard shot, gets it blocked. Cooley recovers in the corner. Keller takes a shot. Cooley looks for the cross ice pass to Thompson, can't get it. Back around Kelly, Cooley, Kelly, or did I say Kelly? Keller, Kelly. To Thompson? Oh, he wanted that top left corner, but he hit the goalie in the chest. A lot of good looks there by the United States. They probably had 5 or 6 shots on net just in that little sequence right there, including a couple by Clayton Kelly. That's a joke. It's Keller, guys. I know his name. It's Keller. A lot of good looks there. A lot of good looks, and it just warms my heart to see future teammates playing together so well. Talking about Thompson, Cooley, and Kelly. I'm joking, of course, Keller. 7 seconds to go in the first period. I am going to just put up something here on the screen. Just we'll be back at intermission. I got to go to the bathroom and just do a couple other things here. So let me just put this up here. Put up the title card. And then all right. There we go. Okay, we'll be back after intermission, guys. Alrighty, we're back. Let me refresh the screen here. And we're back. Second period started. Score is still 0-0. So nobody's ahead. That's the way scoring works. Keller getting in on the forecheck there. Garland getting involved. Cooley probably a little too deep there, I'd say. But he's hustling back. There we go. Swayman's going to ice the putt, or freeze it, I guess. Freeze it again. I wish there was a way, and maybe I'll have to just check Money Puck right now. I love while watching Utah Hockey Club, now Utah Mammoth games, I quite enjoy having Money Puck up. Looks like Money Puck's not going to be available for this game. I think it looks like Dallas Edmonton's going to be starting here in the next little bit. In fact, they might have already dropped the puck on that one already. About to get started here. Looks like. And I look. I don't think I would be shocked if whoever comes out of the Western Conference puts up any kind of resistance to Florida. I think Florida's just gonna steamroll their way to a second consecutive Stanley Cup. They're a pretty unbelievable team. They're so tough. They scare me. That's what it is. They scare me. It's scary how tough they are. Alrighty. There's Thompson. Guys, get used to the name Tage Thompson, future Utah Mammoth player. So far in the second period, I think the United States has really been dominating. Oh, that guy broke his stick. Icing. Yeah, that was a bad call. Bad icing call. He tipped it, clearly. So the United States benefits from a offensive zone face-off on a bad call by the official. There's Kesselring. Let's see if he'll rip one here. Nope. Face-off goes to his D-man partner. Alrighty. Every time I see Vlasic, I think of the pickles. Do you guys think of the pickles when you see Alex Vlasic? There's Kesselring. I really like the way Kesselring plays. I think he's going to be a very, very good defenseman. He already is. Uses his body really well. I think he skates incredibly well for someone that size. I think Kesselring's awesome. They're getting some weird calls here. They're giving the U.S. a bunch of face-offs in the offensive zone that I think the Swiss are taking issue with. And I'll tell you what, seeing the Americans skate by in all their Chipotle branded gear is making me hungry. And this podcast today is brought, I don't know if it's a podcast, this live stream is brought to you by Chipotle. I had a burrito earlier. Now I'm having chips and guacamole. No, it was way offsides. Yeah, they've all got to get out. They're way offsides. Is the live stream more fun to watch me eating while I'm watching the game? Does it make the live stream better? Mike McCurran, that's hilarious. You see him just tickling the guy under the chin. Tickling Kevin Fiala under the chin. For all the donors out there, you know who you are. Lacombe. I keep wanting to say Tim Lacombe, who's the radio host on 1280 The Zone for Jazz games. Oop. Yeah, Switzerland's not getting any breaks in the second period. 5 minutes in. Puck's bouncing weird on him. Got some bad calls. Oh, Will Smith's got a great look at the net. Can't score there. Andrew Peak there. Timo Meyer loses the puck. Switzerland just doesn't have it this period. I so badly wish the score bug on TV had the shots on goal. But my assumption is the U.S. is kind of blowing them away, especially in this second period. Shots on goal. Oh, look, yeah, that's great. They have it. Okay, I can see it on the scoreboard right there. That's it. That's what we're looking for. That is exactly what we're looking for right there. Shots on goal favor the U.S. 16-14. Just outshooting them just 3-5 in this period. So it felt like more. Kevin Fiala, he's going to have to put this team on his back, the Swiss team, of course, to give them a chance. Oh, wow. They called a penalty. U.S. is going to go on the power play. Hooking penalty by Switzerland. By the way, what's with this Swiss team being so good looking? You know what I mean? The coaches are handsome. The players are good looking. It's a very good looking country, which is weird to me because there's all that chocolate there. And you think, I guess maybe it's high quality chocolate. That's why we kind of have cheap chocolate here in the United States. I can't imagine what a Swiss guy would think about a Hershey's bar. Josh Doan loves it. They're going to give him a penalty shot. Frank Nazar of the Chicago Blackhawks. A penalty shot. I thought they were going to just give them a penalty. Can they give anybody the shot? Yeah, they're gonna let Connor Garland take it. He's gonna come in with a ton of speed. Start skating around the opposite blue line. Weaving, wobbing. Oh, nope. He gets stymied. Bummer. Giannoni. Some edges. Oh, yeah. He had him the whole way. Giannoni had him the whole way. He probably should have gone backhand, forehand, back to backhand. Giannoni saw him the whole way. Big bummer, right, Max? Garland takes the face off. I mean, if you're high stick on Cooley. If you're a team that is getting called for a penalty, you kind of sometimes you kind of would be more okay with a penalty shot than allowing the other team to go on the power play. I would think. I wonder what the math would indicate would be the better choice. But if I had to choose between the two, I'm kind of living with a penalty shot. I guess it just kind of depends who your goalie is, right? I know I played a lot of games when I was younger where we would not have chosen the penalty shot. Ooh, that was a slick little backhand catch by Werenski. Cooley knocks it down. Keller leaves it for Werenski. There's Cools. They got some good ozone time. That cross ice pass has just not been there for them yet in this one. They're going to ring it around. I'm a big fan of the ringing play. Ooh. Now Switzerland's going to play with a little ozone time. Try to stuff it on Swayman. Nope. They're going to bat away. They're tired. This has been a long shift for the U.S. They are very tired. They're in trouble. They got to clear it right now. They got to just chip it out. Yeah, they are gas. They've been out for 2 minutes at least. Dump it. Just dump it. They're changing. Yep, Cooley's getting off. That was a long shift. They were totally wiped. Go Jay. Oh, another high staking. A power break. I love that. Is that like an actual term? You got so anyway. Again, this is not the recording of SLC Puck. We'll be doing that a little bit later today after the game wraps up, and probably after Stanley Cup playoff game wraps up as well. Western Conference Finals, Game 3, Dallas Edmonton. Looks like they're about 5 minutes into the first period. Score is still 0-0. Let's just check the box score here. Looks like shots are 3-3 right now for that game. So they're just getting going on that one. Still a long ways to go on that. This game here, the United States, Switzerland, almost about halfway through the second period. A few good scoring chances for the United States. I think they've been the better team. I think Switzerland has had some bad calls against them, but I think they've also had good looks as well at the net. But Swayman has been pretty solid. I think the U.S.'s defense has been really steady in front of them as well. It's cool to watch like the different styles. Or Tage Thompson just wins the face-off there for the U.S. They're going to dump it in. Frank Nazar's chasing. Matty Beniers chasing. This is a good line. Tage Thompson, Matty Beniers, and Frank Nazar. Matty Beniers with a lot of speed. But it's cool to watch this game. And like especially like you watch like the American like defense core, and you just realize like there's just so many different styles to a hockey player, right? Like you see so many different archetypes of a player. Like I think Michael Kesselring's game is distinctly different from Brady Shea's game, which is also pretty different from Zach Werenski's game. I think those guys are all really great players. I think you could argue Zach Werenski might be one of the best defensemen in the world. But I think it's cool to see how these guys' styles kind of mesh together and it can be defined. There's that cross ice pass they've been looking for a couple times to Matty Beniers. He's wide of the net. Mike, they really want to get this cross ice pass through the CM. I saw Michael Kesselring was way over on that far boards there, waiting for the puck on that one. They really want to. I think they really want a goal. Want to get a good shot via that cross ice pass in the zone. See, like the mask is a little more interesting for Switzerland, right? Like there's like a cabin there. There's the mountains. Again, I would appreciate a reference to cheese or chocolate. A charcuterie board, I think, would be a nice logo for the Swiss team. That's what I would do if I was designing the uniforms. I'd put a charcuterie board on the front, like you know, and I'd have it done with AI. I'd have an AI generated cartoon charcuterie board as the crest on the front of Team Switzerland's uniforms. All right, lots of offensive zone faceoffs for the United States, but haven't really seen them take advantage of it too much. Connor Garland's going to win. Nope, this one is going to go out of the zone. So 3 of the 4 Mammoth players are on the ice right now. There's Kesselring. He's out with Alex Vlasic on defense. Meanwhile, Clayton Keller and Logan Cooley and Connor Garland are out for the United States on foregroup. I don't think we've seen Josh Doan on the ice yet today in this game. He's been playing a little bit sparingly for the United States. I think he has a goal in this tournament, but I think he's played probably about 8 minutes or less in each of the games he's appeared in. Switzerland gets a little bit of a rush on the side. Ambul, I think is how you say that. What if I just really leaned into not to not knowing how to pronounce names. Yeah, thank you, Max. Yeah, shots are 8-4. And you know what would be great? I need to get this thing to automatically refresh. Yeah, see if I could get the scoreboard to automatically refresh. I feel like the United States has been like pretty dominant on the face-off dot as well. Let's see here. Just pull that up. Not seeing any stats being kept on that. Switzerland. Sometimes I feel like I have like very. I had a friend tell me he thought I had very polite Tourette's. Sometimes I'll just say things just out of the blue. I thought that was like one of the most interesting things someone's ever said about me to my own face. So I quite enjoyed that. Brady Shea. Nice little exit there. Ooh, great pass. Great pass by Andrew Peak. Andrew Peak from Parkland, Florida. That's pretty interesting. Parkland, Florida. Went to the University of Notre Dame. Plays for the Boston Bruins. Last year for the Bruins, he appeared in 76 games, had 1 goal, 16 assists, 17 points, 15 penalty minutes. So it sounds like he didn't play a ton for the Bruins, but maybe they could have used him more. They had a bad team. By the way, how cool are these U.S. jerseys? By the way, I'm going to look into this, see if we can find a way to purchase one of these. I'm very excited to get a Mammoth jersey as well. I think that's gonna be the hottest item of the summer when those drop. All right. Yeah, I feel like the U.S. has won like 80% of these face-offs. Oh wait, Brady Shea is an interesting guy. He has a lot. His hair is very gray for someone his age. I mean, and it looks great. He has great looking hair, and I mean this in the best way. But again, the U.S. wins another face-off. Brady Shea is just 31 years old, and he has so much gray hair, But he looks awesome. Brady Shea, of course, signed a 7-year, $49 million contract with the Nashville Predators. Good for him. That's a good payday for a 31-year-old defenseman. But Nashville had a horrible season last year. But hey, good for him getting the bag. He was someone we kind of talked about last summer as maybe a potential target for the then Utah Hockey Club. Yeah, I know, Cal. I was just looking. I can't find. I don't know if they sell that particular style of U.S. jersey online. I didn't see it on Fanatics. So, oh, look at that! Like they got a little shot of the puck there. That was very artistic. Great job, camera crew. Whoever set up that shot. Great job. There's Tage Thompson. He's going to take the face off. A rare win by Switzerland on that face off. Kevin Fiala flings a shot towards the net. Kept in by Switzerland. Swayed away by Swayman. Deflects it out over the glass. Yeah. You're on the Jumbotron. Yeah. Kesselring. Halfway through, no score here in the gold medal game. Come on, Kesselring. Icing. Kesselring misses the pass there. He's a little upset with himself. The Sharks coach is the coach of the United States team. I believe he might be the youngest head coach in NHL history. Another icing right there by Kesselring. Oh, Cooley goes down. Kind of a weird fall there. Fell right on his face. You guys see that? They're saying he's limping now. He's not getting off the ice. He's getting off now. We'll keep an eye on that. Expected goals right now favoring the U.S. 1.5 to 1 by Switzerland. So, yeah, I mean, that plays into my theory that the U.S. has been the better team today. Just got to break through. I think they get to 2 expected goals. I think you'll see one eventually go in the back of the net. Again, so badly wish that Money Puck was up right now. Big pinch by U.S. defenseman. Werenski with a wrister. Nope, that gets deflected. Lacombe, not Tim Lacombe, former BYU basketball player. It's a different one. McCarron. They're going to fling it out to the point. Werenski, he's going to drop it. That's a sick little pass. Broken stick, that's the U.S. Broken stick, skate to the bench. They're going to do a little change. This has been a big offensive zone series here. Getting some good time. They're knocking the stick out of the way. Oh, damn, they have to leave the zone. They got a tag. They're still on the correct side of the red line. But Switzerland gets a break there. They're going to be able to change a few guys out. About 5 minutes to go in the second period. Score is still 0-0 in the gold medal game of the 2025 IIHF World Championships. Thompson with a shot. That goes wide. Pinto probably could have gone for the wraparound. Brady Shea takes a one-timer, 1T. And I don't think we've seen Josh Stone play yet in this game. Battle along the boards there. They're all pitchforking it a little bit. Brady Shea, cool, calm, collected, puts it in the zone, rings it around. Ooh, that could have been a huge hit. I think that was Keller who was looking for a little bit of disaster there. No, it was Matty Beniers. Kesselring skating in, fearless. I do see how Kesselring probably drives his coaches crazy from time to time. That broken stick's causing all kinds of problems. Vlasic, his family owns the Pickle Empire. I'm choosing to believe that Vlasic's family owns the Pickle Empire. I think it's more fun to live in that world. U.S. is getting back in. There was a couple minutes there. U.S. kind of lost their grip for a minute. They're retaking control of the game, but Switzerland's coming into the zone. They're laying up for the 1T. Swayman guides it away. It's going to go all the way back around into the Swiss zone. Switzerland's going to come back up with a head of steam. They've kind of picked up the intensity here the last few minutes. Werenski chips it ahead to Keller, back to Werenski. Kind of a sloppy breakout there. Switzerland's going to take control again. And they're falling all over the ice right there at center ice. Keller just went down. Almost same place that Cooley did. Looks like Cooley's back on the ice. They said he was limping just a second ago. Switzerland kind of taking a little bit more control here. The end of the second period, less than 3 minutes to go. Garland's coming up, though, head of steam. Can't control it. Swiss getting that broken stick has been there for about 5 minutes now. A lot of back and forth. Yeah, the Americans have just got to take this to intermission. I think they need to catch their breath a little bit, slow down a little bit. They're running into each other. They've got to just chill for a second. Andrew Peak with a shot. He had 1 goal for the Bruins this season. Was trying to get a goal for Team USA here in the gold medal game. Oh, that was probably the U.S.'s best look that they've had, probably about 4 or 5 minutes. Andrew Peak, his head. Yeah, U.S. about 2 minutes to go. Anybody else signing up for Deer Dash? Hey, Annette, how are you? Annette, I'm seeing your name in here for the first time. Welcome to the chat. Again, we're streaming this on SLC Puck, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. It's not on X right now. Thank you for the score update, Cal. Yeah, let's check in on that goal. Edmonton goes up 1-0 in the first period. Let's check in on that. Looks like goal by Evan Bouchard. A slapper assist by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. So Edmonton strikes first in Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals between the Oilers and the Dallas Stars. So Edmonton takes the lead early. About 5 minutes left to go in that one. About 2 minutes to go here in the second period of the gold medal game. Choosing to watch this one just because local interest on this. 4 members of the Utah Mammoth playing for Team USA. We've seen 3 of them in action tonight. Michael Kesselring, Logan Cooley, and Clayton Keller have all had ice time for Team USA. Josh Doan yet to appear. Shot there by Will Smith. He's behind the net. Werenski in real deep in the corner. He takes a shot. That gets blocked. The puck skips over his stick and escapes the zone. Cool, calm, and collected. He'll ring it back around to his teammate on the wing there, and they'll break it out. Cutter Gauthier is going to drop it for Frank Nazar. Matty Beniers picking up. This is a great line for the United States. Tage Thompson's going to be out there as well. He takes a shot on net. Swiss goalie is going to freeze it. Frank Nazar and Seganayer. I think Giannoni is how you say the Swiss goalie's name. But yeah, I think the United States they need an intermission bad. Luckily they'll have a break here. Oh, that was close. That shot by Will Smith gets through the goalie, but hits the top of his pad and gets deflected just outside of the post. Edmonton just scored again. Are you shitting me? That was a goal by Connor McDavid, looks like. Yes, by another assist by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. So Nugent-Hopkins gets back-to-back assists, goals by Evan Bouchard and Connor McDavid to give Edmonton a 2-0 lead, less than 5 minutes to go in the first period. And the United States is going to finish this period by taking a penalty. Tage Thompson's going to go to the box for tripping, looks like. So Switzerland's going to finish this period on a power play. They're going to go on a power play with about 56 seconds to go. Edmonton going up 2-0. I thought Dallas was getting better and better as the playoffs went on. So, yep. This is a scary situation for the U.S. Like I was saying, I think the Switzerland's been a little bit better this period. The U.S. has outshot the Swiss boys 15-9 in the second. 30 seconds go in the period. They've got to weather the storm here. Last 30 seconds. Fiala. Nice clear by Beniers. 22 seconds left to go in the period. Coming up with a lot of speed there. He had that top left corner picked out on Swayman. He was trying to put it right by his ear. Frank Nazar. Hard shot. Connor Garland's going to pick it up. Good penalty killing unit. Holy cow. Nazar gets a wraparound shot. So U.S. had 2 good looks at the net there on shorthanded opportunities there. We'll take another intermission, guys. We'll come back for the third period. I'm going to flip over, watch a little bit of the Edmonton-Dallas game. But yeah, we'll be back in the second intermission for more. So stay tuned. I'm going to go to the restroom as well. Not that you needed to know that, but now you do. So Be right back. And we'll talk to you guys in a bit. Be right back. All righty, everybody, we're back. We are back in action here. Third period begins. Switzerland's still on the power play. Taken by Tage, off a penalty taken by Tage Thompson to end the second period. I've always been of the opinion that, like, you know, power plays that start with like a big punch, or, you know, power plays that start a period, like, you know, where they're split between the two periods, they don't really have the same punch in the second period. So it looks like that's the case here for Switzerland. So this one's going to be killed off by the United States. Full strength with about 19 minutes to go in the gold medal game. Logan Cooley's going to take the puck up, pass it across to Clayton Keller on the side. Quickly recaptured, retrieved by the Swiss. They'll skate it up. It's a little bit of a sloppy neutral zone pass there from Garland to Keller. Tried to touch pass to Cooley. Lost it. Switzerland takes over. They'll re-enter the zone, dump it in. Werenski will tip it behind him, behind the net. Kesselring leaves it for Werenski. Practicing my play-by-play skills, guys. What do you think here? Switzerland takes over. They'll flip the puck through the middle of the zone. Back to Werenski. Off the boards. Off Thompson's back. He'll flip it back in behind the net to the goalie. I forgot his name. Thompson's open. He's calling for it. Nazar took it. Saved away. Alrighty. This has been a great game. I feel like the United States has been the better team for the majority of the game. But I think Switzerland had a good little 3 or 4 minute run there at the end of the second period. So the United States, again, going for their first gold medal at the World Championships in 92 years is what they said. So I think someone's got to get a greasy goal here. I think both goaltenders have been playing pretty well. Oops, gotta leave that there. Okay. Learning how to do this live stream thing on the fly here, folks. Leonardo Giannoni has made 28 saves in this one. I guess 30 saves now. 20 saves by Jeremy Swayman. Frankie Nazar. I like. He should go by Frankie. Sorry, just checking some chats here. Cooley, he's got a lot of speed. Skating up the middle of the ice. Gets across the line into the zone. Leaves it for himself. Tries to cycle it down to Garland. Loses the puck. A little bit of a sloppy play there. Someone lost a helmet. Whose helmet's on the ice? There's a yard sale happening here. There's broken stick, broken helmet. Both teams are wearing white helmets, so I can't tell whose helmet that is. Nobody on the ice appears to be missing a helmet, so they got off real quick. Can't play without a helmet, folks. Oh! Andrew Peak probably could have had an open net there. He had pinched a little bit harder. Here we go. About 14 minutes left to go in the game. Still 0-0. Oh, Swayman's been solid. He's been seeing the puck really well. I haven't felt like there's like been a scary scramble for the U.S. yet. This one, Ombul. That guy. I mean, again, I talked about what a handsome team Switzerland seems to have. This Ombul guy seems like he's like the ugly duckling on the team. Nino Niederreiter, right there, look, almost had a nice deflection. Let's see, did he get a piece of that? Oh man, almost, man. Nice try by Nino Niederreiter. Niederreiter. U.S. wins another face-off. These are going to start to matter more and more. Less than 14 minutes to go. Kesselring, yeah, come on. There you go, Kesselring. They're going to take a break right now. Anyway, you guys in the chat, play-by-play is hard. Cal, I would love to. I have a little bit of insight on that, and maybe that's something I'll talk about, like on a future episode of SLC Puck. But the key to that is like being like a lot of preparation. Like I know, like when I was doing Nashcast, that was something I was like actually a little bit worried about because there was like a slight play-by-play component to that. And again, as you very accurately hypothesized and theorized, it is hard. And so I asked Mike Folta, who does the radio for the Utah Mammoth, for some help and some advice. He gave me like a very useful tool. So hopefully, maybe that might be worth showing you guys at some point. So anyway, I think you might find that interesting. But yeah, it's insanely hard. And I like the pronunciation, keeping an eye on the clock, the score. There is a lot that goes into play-by-play. And for a game that's like as fast as hockey, like it's pretty crazy. All right. Face-off not won by the United States. Brings it around. I like this play a lot. I'm a big fan of ringing it around to the far side, going back underneath the net and then to the middle. I really like this play. There's Kesselring getting ahead of steam. Gosh, I mean, when he can skate so freaking fast for someone his size. Keller to Garland. Can't settle it down. Shea puts it on net. Leonardo Giannoni again makes another save for Switzerland. He's had a really solid game. Yeah, he closes his glove on Cooley's stick and the puck. So that was silly. Yeah, Cal. Yeah, yeah. You know, Cal. Folta is doing his vacations right now, which is very well deserved. I would love to have him on the show. I'd love to get him in studio, even if possible, here at SLC Puck Studios, and maybe talk about that a little bit. I think you guys might find that kind of interesting. Patrick Fisher, handsome coach. I wonder if he coaches in the NHL. Probably doesn't. I probably should know that. Hey, he coaches the Utah Mammoth. 12 minutes to go here in the gold medal game. Still tied up at 0-0. Again, I so badly wish we had like more advanced stats on this game. Like I'd love to know what the expected goals are at now, like how that changed, especially at the end of the second period. That's off. Yep, they got to get off. I would say Frank Nazar has been the United States' best player so far this game. I think he's been great. I think Brady Shea's been really good. I think Cooley has shown like a lot of energy. I think he just needs to find a way to get more to the middle. Like Nazar is the best player on the ice for the U.S. right now. His positioning is really good. He was in a great spot defensively there. Thompson's been okay. Drew that penalty, which wasn't ideal. But Nazar has been cool, calm, collected. He's been in the right spots. It's been aggressive. He's been pushing, pulling the pistons, the levers, as Nick Olchek would put it. Swayman makes another save that hit him right in the chest. But, you know, thank goodness for the U.S. Oh, that's interesting. Kevin Fiala is wearing his King's gloves. See that? They've got the silver cuff on him. That's interesting. Everybody else is wearing like a Swiss colored glove. He's wearing he's got a nice jawline, Kevin Fiala. All right, let's see another penalty, or not a penalty, excuse me, face off by the U.S. They're starting to lose him. But I gotta tell you, the more I see this line play, the more I'm a little nervous with Gauthier, Pinto and the other one. Up the Swiss, is that what they're saying? All right, less than 10 minutes to go. The final score of this game is going to be 2-0. I predict it. As for who, I don't know. I'm hopeful that it's the United States. What's up, Sean? Welcome to the stream, my friend. All right, commercial break. There's Ted dancing on a commercial. I feel a lot better. I'm gonna order whatever. I'm gonna purchase whatever product he's peddling. I'm getting tired, guys. These live streams are hard to do, but I want to get better at them. I think we'll do. All right, back to the action. That's interesting. I said both of these teams are averaging 5 goals a game. But we're knotted up at 0-0. Uh-oh, my microphone just fell. Hold on. Stay with me. Sorry. You're at the Bees game, Sean? You're at the Bee. What does that tell you about how interesting the Bees game is if you're also watching me watch this game? That's funny. Well, thanks for joining me, Sean. How are the Bees doing? How's that? I haven't been to the new ballpark yet. Still I'm a little heartbroken that Smith's ballpark is gone. That was a huge part of my life for many, many years. Yeah, I think the final score of this game is going to be 2-0. I think someone's gonna break through here. There you go. Expected goals 2.5 for the U.S., 1.5 for the Swiss. So U.S. still been dominating this game quite a bit. They've been the better team, I guess you'd say. Not dominating, but they've been the better team so far. Nazar again. He's been all over the ice. Dang, great skating. Gosh, that ref cam looks awesome right there. Good for the ref, man. I'm impressed by Nazar, and I'm impressed by the ref on that one. That was a couple of great skating sequences there. Tage Thompson there licking his lips. Matty Beniers, I think he's been pretty good on faceoffs tonight, but kind of slowing down a bit. Big win for the U.S. Tuwarinsky, wide of the net. Nazar. And he's been the best player on the ice tonight. There's Beniers boxing out with his ass. Nope. 7:40 to go. Still 0-0. Nazar, Beniers. Kesselring keeps it in. Niederreiter. Keller picks up the puck in the neutral zone. Nice shot. Oh, bouncing puck. It's in the crease. Oh, Keller was chasing it down. Couldn't get to the rebound. That might have been one of the closest looks at a goal the U.S. has had in maybe this whole game. Kesselring's going to ring it around. Can't get it out of the zone. Again, I as much as I like Kesselring, I get why he kind of drives his coaches crazy a little bit. Because for every genius move he has, every like really encouraging moment, he'll have like another one that sort of offsets that. 6:30 to go in the third period, still 0-0. The gold medal game of the World Championships here. Switzerland blazing through the zone. Here come the U.S. back. Can't handle the puck. Super well Pinto. Loses it. Will Smith gets it. It looks like they're going to call a penalty on Switzerland. Will Smith got knocked down as the puck was coming his way. The call might have been interference. Nope, high sticking. Yeah, I smacked Will Smith right in the face. J.J. Moser, former Arizona Coyote. There, another look at Keller's attempt. He hits the shoulder. Hits Giannoni's shoulder. It goes up in the air. Bounce in the crease. Keller gets in the crease. Puck stays out of the net. They're going to go on the power play here. Thompson, Garland, Keller, Werenski, Cooley. Werenski taking it low to Cooley. Back to Werenski in the corner. Back to Cooley on the goal line. Losing it a little bit. Werenski pinches to Cooley. Chips it ahead to Thompson. Thompson. They're battling for the puck. Little disjointed on the power play so far. Can't get it out from behind the goal line. Switzerland will clear with 1:28 to go in the power play. Home run Bees. All right, how about that? Go Bees. Bottom of the ninth, down one. Bees tie it up. Thank you for the update, Sean, from the ballpark out there in Daybreak. Thank you, Sean. We're getting all the sports we can handle. And guess what? There's a Stanley Cup playoff game happening right now, too. About a minute to go in the power play. Still 0-0. Logan Cooley along the sideboards. Reverses one way Chips it back to the corner for Garland. Can't quite reach it. Switzerland will clear. Looks like the score of the Edmonton-Dallas game remains 2-0 for Edmonton. About halfway through the second. U.S. is going to change. Different group out there for the last 40 seconds of the power play. Hasn't been a great power play for the U.S. Matty Beniers fakes one way, goes the other, gets knocked down at his own blue line. Gets back up, crosses the opposing blue line, the Swiss blue line, if you will. Shot by Smith. Bouncing puck, rebound gets covered up by Giannoni. Some pushing and shoving in front of the net. It's a gold medal game, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I got to get out to that new ballpark, Sean. Ooh. Power play is getting a lot better here for the U.S. Some better looks on the second group. Regardless, they won't score on it. Swiss is back to even strength. They're going to call an icing there, get a offensive zone face-off for the chocolate-loving Swiss boys. So they don't like, the U.S. doesn't like, there's been a couple weird calls on icing in this game. They have not called this super well. Let's look at the replay. Alrighty. Face-off won by the Swiss. Big look. Swayman gloves it. He's got it. Yeah, there we go. Lacombe and Fiala, a little bit of shoving there. 4 minutes, 6 seconds remaining. We're going to take a power break. A freaking power break here. Sean, are we going to extra innings in the at the Bees game? Who are the Bees playing today? I love these Brunt commercials. They're freaking badass. Gotta give me some Brunt products. Back to the action. I love this arena. That is a gorgeous arena. Like I feel like those those areas on the end, those would be some pretty dope clubs to kick back and watch a game in. Is it called a Vici Arena? That's hilarious. Is that what it's called? That's amazing. That would be amazing if that was what it was called. Named after the I don't remember that song "Levels" by Avicii. I don't know how to like sing it. Well, mostly because there are no words, but you know what I mean. Playing the Omaha what Storm Chasers? Is that what they're called still? Runner on third, bottom of the ninth, tied 2 outs. So Sean is setting the scene right now for a dramatic end at the Bees game. Runner on third, bottom of the ninth, tied at 2 outs. Bees have a chance at a walk-off victory. This is exciting, Sean. This is very exciting that you're providing this to our viewers. There's the drama on this stream could not be more palpable. We're tied 0-0, 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this game. And we've got it's a barn burner here, and we've got a very dramatic ending in play at the Bees ballpark in Daybreak. So it doesn't get any better than this on a Sunday in late May, folks, in Utah. Play-by-play, sing and sing. Yeah, I almost sang an EDM song that I can't do. I should sing more. You guys might find this bizarre, especially to say right now because it's less than 3 minutes to go in a big game here. But I actually am a big fan of musicals. Strikeout, dang it, going to extra innings. All right, well then the Storm Chasers are gonna start with the man on second. I kind of like the extra innings rule in baseball. I'll be honest, when they start with a guy on second, I kind of like that. Mostly because as much fun as I'm sure you're having, Sean. I don't know if you're up for 15 innings of baseball, so I don't mind the extra inning rule in baseball. I like the Swiss hoodie. The guy in the hoodie's cool, and that drink that they're advertising behind what is that? Players Hydration. I bet that's very refreshing. I could go for that right now. Do I have any more Doc? Yes, I do. Okay. I have my can of Coke or of Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. If you guys are wondering what to get me for my birthday, which is June 5th, some Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar creamy coconut would be great. That's all. I don't ask for much, folks. Here we go. Nazar. I want Nazar to get the goal here. I mean, I know we're talking, local interest here, Mammoth boys. I don't think Josh Doan has been on the ice in this one. Kesselring fires, goes wide. Nazar has been the best player on the ice in this game. Maybe Kevin Fiala might have an argument as the best player on the Swiss side. Maybe Nino Niederreiter. So, here we go. Minute 28 to go. They got to find that man. Find the man. Yep. Brady Shea found number 28 there. That was trouble. Garland pushes it ahead. Minute 15 to go. Sean is not a fan of the extra innings rule in baseball, I guess. Minute to go. USA is going to change here. This is the dangerous line here. Ooh, big drive. Oh, Werenski just lost the puck. He would have had a nice lane to the net. .29 seconds to go. Puck's in the net. The upper netting, I should say, not the one that counts on the scoreboard. Oh, I hear it now. You're not a fan of hanging out all night. Yeah, just get the game over with. Someone's gonna score. Someone's not. We all know the game plan in baseball, right? Take the sacrifice on the first batter in extra innings. Storm Chasers scored. Let me guess. They took the sacrifice on the first out. And I guess you really you take two sacrifices, right? To score. It's probably pretty easy to score that run, right? You could do a sacrifice bunt, I guess, to move the guy to third, and then a sacrifice fly to score him, and then you're up 1-0, and then you get that run. Doesn't really matter what happens on the third out. It's a little bit of insurance, and then the other team has to try to do the same. The home team has to try to do the same. Yeah. There you go. Into regulation 0-0. Wow, this has been a crazy game. We'll go to overtime. All right. Hey, crazy. Man, again, I think people were expecting a high-scoring game. The two highest-scoring teams in this tournament averaging over 5 goals a game. We're going to overtime tied 0-0. So I'm going to take a quick break, guys, just to go to the restroom again. Then we'll be back to watch the overtime. Alrighty, we're back. Thank you. Yeah, some more updates here from you guys. The Bees ended up losing in the 10th inning, 5-3. Dang it! They lose. Their 5-game winning streak gets snapped. Thank you for that update from our baseball correspondent Sean Hines. Looks like end of the second in the Western Conference Finals, Game 3 between the Oilers and the Stars. Oilers have taken a 3-1 lead into the locker room for the second intermission. Little 3-on-3 hockey here for overtime in the World Championships. They just said on TV this is the first time in the tournament's history that the championship game is going to overtime after scoreless regulation. So history being made before our eyes, everybody. Let me just refresh the scoreboard here. There we go. Yeah, we're good. Alrighty. OT, baby. OT, OT. Edmonton just scored another one. Or Buddy Max is saying here. No, we already got that one. Okay. So yeah, Edmonton has goals. Looks like Bouchard scored the first one. Connor McDavid scored the second. And it looks like he scored the third as well. So 2 goals in the game by Connor McDavid. So that's big for Edmonton. And 3-on-3 here. Oh my gosh, he lost his stick. He lost his stick. Kevin Fiala lost his stick. He had to switch off. Oh my gosh, the United States failed to take advantage of that. Kevin Fiala, Switzerland's best player, his stick flew out of his hand. And the United States wasn't able to take advantage of that. Wasn't a broken stick. I think it just fell out of his hand. Ooh. Tries to get a wraparound shot. Hits the net. Let's see what we got on the ice for the United States here. Switzerland plays with a lot of speed. I'll tell you that. Hits the top of Swayman's glove. That was probably an inch or two away from hitting the back of the net. A little bit higher, a little bit over the glove. That hit just the very tip of Swayman's glove. So like we got Pinto, Thompson, and not sure who else. Nope, I'm wrong. It was Vlasic, the pickle guy. Offsides. Keller and Beniers out on the ice now. They'll take the face-off just outside of the Swiss zone. U.S. is going to win. Lacombe. Take it behind the net. They'll try to pick up a little bit of steam. Hits Keller on the tape. Keller loses the puck. Playing 3-on-3, kind of a tricky deal, right? Niederreiter with the. See, I'm learning how to say that name. Man, this is like my heart's starting to beat pretty fast here. I'm a little bit nervous. Switzerland's doing a lot of good things here, but U.S. is entering the zone. They scored. I don't know why I was nervous. Tage Thompson, future Utah Mammoth boy, scores the game winner in overtime. And he's going to get dogpiled in the corner there. United States, they're going to win the World Championships with a goal in the overtime period by Tage Thompson. Absolute snipe. Absolute snipe to win. Man, you got to give a lot of credit to to the Swiss, though, particularly goaltender Leonardo Giannoni. He had a ton of saves in this one. I looked him up during intermission. 37 years old, never made it to the NHL, but had an unbelievable tournament. Looks like he saved 39 shots. For Switzerland, apparently that's their second consecutive loss in the World Championships, the gold medal game. So they're showing the agony of defeat right now for the Swiss. Just momentary lapse. They had their chances in overtime. Tage Thompson and Logan Cooley come up the ice with a full head of steam. They're going to show the replay here. Yep, just a little breakout. Shea to Cooley to Thompson. Thompson looks off Cooley, goes towards the middle of the ice, rips it top left on Leonardo Giannoni to win, and there goes the dog pile. Sticks and gloves flying in the air. Cooley with the assist to Thompson. Thompson looks off Cooley, like it shows. He goes top left on 37-year-old Leonardo Giannoni. Shot, a little bit screened there. Really, really good shot there by Tage Thompson. Really good. USA all the frickin' way. Hello, Dom. Hello, Annette. Hello, Cody. Hey, Cal. Cool. Awesome. That was a great finish. Tage Thompson, like I said, throws his gloves on the ground, gives Cooley a big hug, gives Zach Werenski a big old hug as well. Josh Downs, one of the first guys on the ice in the corner. I don't think he played at all in this game. But he's still getting a championship hat. He's still getting a medal. They're excited. There's the agony of defeat for the Swiss team. They wanted this one bad. Yeah, they played a heck of a game though. They played a heck of a tournament. So hats off to them. Stick taps to the Swiss team. Matty Beniers, big old smile. Timo Meyer, he looks a little upset. He's got a big head. He looks like he needs a bigger helmet. He's got a big old noggin. Putting on the hats. That's rough. Gosh. Great shot by Thompson, though. Just use the defender as a screen. Just a little toe drag shot. Found an opening. Snaps it through. Dangerous. There you go. Ref cam shows a great angle there. See here, they're showing the replay. He's going to just drag it in just a little bit, snap it through. And there you go. Game winner. All right, buddy. Thanks for joining. Oh, I can't hear myself because I just lost my headphones. Thanks for joining me on the stream, guys. This is not today's episode of SLC Puck. That'll be recorded here in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. Like,